The glute press, the mat version, this is from the kneeling gluteal series. And so I'm using the reformer box. I'm going to come onto my hands and knees. Knees should be directly under my hips. And then I'm going to place my forearms on the box with my palms turned up so that I'm externally rotating my shoulders. Activate my shoulder blades by drawing them down and back, and then pressing down into the box to get my serratus anterior to work. I want to make sure that my spine is in neutral, so I'm not in an arched spine and I'm not in a tucked under or a cat spine. Should be in neutral. Abs engaged. Can tuck the toes under of the lifting leg, and then I'm going to just hover the knee for a second, make sure my core and everything's working, and then I'm going to extend my hip back and up. So the knee is bent to about a 90-degree angle, and I'm just lifting up and coming back down, making sure that I'm not arching my back or moving my spine or moving my shoulders. Everything's stable. I'm just isolating for a glute press. Okay, glute press Cadillac version, which I called donkey kick in the book. So I have, as you can see, bottom loaded. I have on 2 blue springs. You can certainly progress to red springs. That's quite challenging, but it's a little hard to get into on your own with the red springs. In the book, I show it with Cassidy where she gets in position and then I push the bar up and give it to her, place it for her so she can push the red springs. But since I don't have anyone here to help me, I'm going to show you on the blue setting, a little safer to get into. So 2 springs, bottom loaded, safety strap on, of course. You're going to come down into a similar position as we did on the mat, but we're not using a box this time, so we have more range of motion. I'm still going to come down onto my forearms. This time I like to have my hands kind of interlaced so there's a little more stability in the shoulders, but same stuff going on in the shoulders. I don't want to be doing this. I want to pull my shoulder blades down and back and then push down into the mat to activate my serratus. I might have to look around back here to find where the bar is, activate my core, activate my shoulders as I mentioned, and then I just push the bar straight up and back and then bend it back down to that starting position. Exhale, push up, inhale, come down. Exhale, up, inhale, down. The 2 blue springs is still quite challenging, but noticing I'm not going into back extension. I'm trying to just keep my core and my shoulders very stable and just really isolate the glutes. Glute press on the reformer. So I've taken all the springs off, as you can see. I'm sitting on the carriage. The bar is in the upright, the highest position. And then I'm going to carefully hook on 1 spring. So I'm putting on a green spring, which is in the middle, which is convenient on this reformer. And then it's a little bit awkward. So then you're gonna carefully stand up, put 1 foot underneath the platform and the other heel against the edge of the carriage. Then you get down into like a very, what I call athletic or functional stance, right? So my front leg, my stabilizing leg is in a squat position, tucking my tail a little bit to activate my abs, pushing through my arms, and then I just push back and pull in. So I'm gonna do, even though it looks a little like scooter, I'm gonna do different breathing because I wanna exhale on the effort, and in this exercise, the effort is the glutes. We're not going into trunk flexion and extension. So I'm gonna exhale as I push back. Scapular muscles are engaged as well, arms are engaged. Inhale as I pull forward. And in. So I'm getting gluteus maximus on the left leg in this case as I push back, but I'm getting lots of gluteus medius on this side, stabilizing laterally through my hip. And then I'm also getting some upper body and core work as well by pressing into the carriage, into the foot bar, excuse me. When you're done, you carefully come back to a seated position and you can go ahead and switch sides.